Sir Nigel Powers, played by Michael Caine, is a character who appears in the third Austin Powers movie, Austin Powers in Goldmember. He is portrayed as the father of Austin Powers, Dr. Evil and Mini-Me. Pre-Goldmember, when Austin and Dr. Evil were infants, Nigel took the family on their first family outing to Belgium. Nigel left the car to find a restroom in the bushes, leaving his wife and 2 children in the car alone. Shortly after leaving the car exploded. When he came back, he found Austin lying on the ground, scarred. Mrs. Powers was dead and Dougie, aka Drive Evil, was nowhere to be found. Nigel assumed he had been killed, but he was in fact hiding inside his mother's carcass. Dougie was later found by a Belgian man and his 15-year-old love slave with webbed feet. The two raised him in the Belgian town of Bruges and taught him to be evil. Austin Powers in Goldmember. Much of the film revolves around Austin trying to rescue his father, after Austin and Foxy Cleopatra save Nigel from experiencing the same unfortunate smelting accident that Goldmember underwent. Nigel and Austin separate in attempt to thwart Drive Evil's plans of world destruction. When they meet in Dr. Evil's main chamber, Nigel reveals that Dr. Evil is Austin's long-lost brother. Personality. Nigel's personality is very similar to that of his son Austin, especially in regards to their womanizing and the love of lewd humor. Nigel, like his son, is also a well-respected British spy. Despite their similarities, there is some tension in Nigel and Austin's relationship. At the beginning of Goldmember, Austin sings "Daddy Wasn't There," which refers to his father's failure to show up at important events in his life, including his recent knighting. Austin feels neglected by his father, and on his list of things to do before I die, his last entry is to earn his father's respect. Nigel, for his part, seemed oblivious to his son's resentment considering their friendly relationship. There is a possibility that the reason Nigel gives Austin no respect is Nigel needs Austin to find his own self-worth before he gives Austin any approval. However, Austin complains that Nigel was more focused on being Austin's friend than being his father. However, the two reconcile by the end of Goldmember. Nigel also harbors a strong prejudice against the Dutch people, a prejudice that spills over onto Belgians because they share a border. But it's more likely due to finding that his main enemy, whom was a Dutch farmer, had raised his other son, Douglas, to be an evil genius. He is presented as humorously hypocritical as, along with the Dutch, his greatest hatred is people who are intolerant of other people's cultures.